Hey everybody, welcome back to Gaswell's Garage. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Pat.
And today we're back working on the Porsche, as you can see. To be honest with you, we didn't really know what we were going to do today because, we worked on it for almost a year now. Went through, fixing all the damage on it. And then the next battle, we started doing the suspension. And once we got the suspension done, we're like, shit, what next? So neither one of us claims to be a 914 expert, do we, Pat?
No.
So what happened?
Not yet. Well, we started putting it together and something wasn't quite right with the rear coilovers. And as you can see, if he focuses in on this, one of these sides is not quite like the other. That's probably not supposed to look like that. Just a guess. Maybe it should look more like this. And yeah, we screwed up. And being that it's been almost a year, some of the parts have gotten lost, so thank God we got a parts car. But yeah, the rear struts are totally missing from this car. Don't know what happened to them. They're probably in this mess somewhere.
Probably somewhere in this big old shop.
So Jeremy pulled off the struts off the donor car, and we found the missing piece, which is basically a little sleeve that screws on to the top of the strut. Shock, whatever you want to call it, coilover, that catches the bottom of the car, the shock mount, and makes it look like this and not that. So we're going to go over that in today's video to show you where we screwed up, so hopefully you don't.
Yeah, we're not experts. Ian Carr, that guy is an expert on 914s, for sure. So we had to go check out his video and figure what we screwed up.
About 5 minutes in, we saw the missing piece that we knew we needed, but didn't know what it looked like.
So anyway, here we go, and we're going to show you this. And also, please hit that subscribe button, and always please give money to St. Jude. I mean, that's what we got wearing right here. Love St. Jude. Please give money to them, and let's get to this video.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, so here's the old strut. Basically, we have to compress the springs. Get a good spring compressor if you're ever going to do this.
If you value your life.
Springs can be very dangerous. I really hate doing them. I mean, extremely hate doing them. But a good spring compressor, if you're ever going to do it, is a must. I've seen people do all kinds of stupid stuff. I've actually had one break, a cheap spring compressor that my dad had. I had it break on me. I thought I damn near broke my hand. Pat's had the same. When it comes right down to it, the piece we need is just this little piece right here that's a sleeve. So we're going to be we have to take this whole spring apart, cinch it down, take it apart, and take the piece off. So here we go.
We'll come back once we got the spring compressor on.
All right, so we got the spring compressor on, as you can see. And here we go. This is the sketchy thing.
Yeah.
What?
Don't stand in front of it.
Yeah, that's probably a bad thing. Take the foot. We're good?
Yeah, we're good. Right.
Okay. So this little thing is what we need, this little piece here. We did not know that.
We knew there was something missing.
It was pretty obvious by the way the car was sitting with the bolt sticking a mile out.
And the shocks would have been mildly ineffective. All right, so here we go. What Jeremy's doing now is removing the coilover that we spent so much time installing last weekend.
Well, this is what happens when you're the skinny guy. You get shoved underneath the car.
Yep.
Especially when it's your car.
How is it the Fab Rat says it? We do it right because we do it twice. Or maybe 3 times in our case.
Well, we're pretty good at doing stuff over and over again by now. I mean, if anyone's needs advice on a 914 by the time we're done,
Don't ask
we'll
us.
just tell them not to buy it.
Yeah, that's the best advice.
Oh, come on, I still love the car. I
I love the car even more right now because we're actually doing something. Something's going on the car. The car is on the ground. And when you've worked on a car for a year, that's amazing. That is something awesome to see. So I'm very happy no matter what.
And just out of curiosity, I think I want to see what this thing weighs. We might be doing that this afternoon. Any guesses? How much do you think it weighs?
Jeez. Right now, 1,100?
I'm going to say 900. Put your guesses in the comments. We'll see who gets closest. And you might win something, you know. If you get real close, you'll win the honor of being correct. All right, we'll get back once he's got this off and we're putting the other piece on and show you what it's supposed to look like.
Okay, so this is how we had it. Just the rubber underneath here. This is the top that holds the spring in place. But this was supposed to go here first, and we did not know that. So that goes over the top, holds it in place, screws in place, and then we just have to cinch it up. And
There's
we'll be good to go.
There's an Allen head on top. That'll take two of us. We probably won't film that, so we'll just show the aftermath.
Allen head goes in here, and then you can tighten this.
And that's all there is to it. We'll be right back. Now that that's back on.
Now the rubber piece can go on where it's supposed to be. That made a huge difference.
Got the supervisor out here. Boo Boo. What's he doing? Is he doing it right?
Boo Boo the Wonder Dog.
He said, yeah, it's about time you got it right.
He was probably screaming at us the whole time, like, you guys are doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
You could hear him in the background in some of the videos.
Well, he's laughing in the background of the other videos. He's like, that's not how I do it. Hopefully we can get all this started. Yeah, there we go. We have the socket here.
Yeah, it should still be on the gun behind you. And believe it or not, this is easier to do when the car is not upside down.
What?
Especially when you got somebody that crawls underneath it for you.
All right. Well, we are going to need you to jack that up.
Did you tighten the spring?
What?
Did you tighten the spring?
No.
Go ahead.
Why do something that makes sense?
Well, that way it'll match the other side. What he's doing now is tightening up the coilover spring just to take up the slack. This is not, final ride height. We still got, 300-400 pounds of motor and trans to put in, maybe 5. Along with, a few other little things. Battery,
Alrighty.
Fuel tank, brake lines.
Come down. Oh, like 2
Down.
inches.
Going down.
There. And up just a hair. A little more. There we go.
All right, now let me go over to the other side so you guys can see what's going on.
How come the big fat guy doesn't like getting down in here?
And he's hammering in the retaining bolt. Now he lost his nut.
Oh. Time to go back. Oh, I didn't do that one right.
In case you do have a 914, much easier to change out the rear coilovers if you have the motor out. Not that I would recommend that method.
And I didn't bring tools.
That'll work. That's the all 16th wrench, or in this case, all millimeter. That is the metric one, right?
sure if this crescent wrench is metric or standard, to tell you the truth. It's one or the other, though.
Close enough.
Now you can kill it.
All right, so we got the car all on its scales. Well, all on Pat's scales. What did we find out, Pat?
Well, I was pretty close. The total weight is 969.
969. So if we go by Price is Right rules, he said 900, I said 1100. So Price is Right rules is closest without going over, so he wins, unfortunately. I mean, but he won fair and square.
Yeah, you would think it'd be a little heavier than that, but there ain't much here.
No, there's so much cut out of this thing and taken off of it right now. She's pretty light.
And obviously, motor, trans, fuel tank,
Seats, carpet, doors,
interior, sound deadening.
I mean,
It's going to gain another 1,000 pounds.
yeah.
It's pretty light for how much power it's going to have, and it should go pretty good.
It's gonna move for sure. I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah. And if you don't believe me on the weight, there it is.
So here's the numbers on it right now. It will change as we, well, of course, add stuff. But as you can see, the numbers from side to side are pretty different. But we haven't set the torsion quite right yet. We haven't set the springs quite right yet. So it's going to be changing side to side, the actual numbers a little bit.
Yeah.
But the total is still 970.
Once we get the car totally built out, we'll go and get all four corners, reading really close to each other with the driver in the car.
I didn't even notice. So what's the front to rear ratio?
Right now, depends on which one you look at. Since it's so off, it's front left.
No. I mean, how much does the rear weigh compared to the front? Is it like 50-50 or is?
Let's see, 200 plus 271, so 471. No, it's a little heavier in the back. It's 46. It's right at 500 in the rear and about 470 in the front. So yeah, that equals 970. So right at 500 in the rear and 470 in the front. Still pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close to 50-50. We'll see how it does when we're done.
What's up, buddy? Come on. Huh. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Boo Boo, you want to be famous? Want to be famous, Boo Boo?
Hey.
So that pretty much concludes today. Just got the rear shocks figured out and seeing how much this thing weighs. As always, please like, tag, share, subscribe, and give money to St. Jude. Have a good day.
We'll see you next time.